You're watching Cook Smart, Not Hard. I'm Aadam the Artist, and I'm glad you're watching because today we've got some amazing, amazing shit for you. We're gonna make meatloaf, and not just any old boring ass country style meatloaf. We're making Italian meatloaf. The only way to make meatloaf, unless you make it a different way. Let's do it. First things first, we want to saute up our onions and our tomatoes. I've already done that for you. I don't really need to show you how to saute vegetables at this point, I don't think. But what you're looking for, just in case, is slight transparency in the onions. We're adding this to the meat. And then you just want to soften up your tomatoes a bit. Also, adding to the meat. I've seasoned my tomatoes with a bit of basil and garlic, as well as some fresh cilantro stem. With these components added to the meatloaf, we are going to just start adding everything in. This is going to be 2 cups of breadcrumbs. I need a bigger mixing bowl. So that's gonna happen. You're gonna add in 2 eggs. However fucking much Parmesan this is. The only things I really want you to measure are the meat at 3 pounds and the breadcrumbs at 2 cups. Gonna add in some cilantro chopped. We are throwing in about 2 tablespoons of garlic. Again, I don't really measure things that aren't really important to the consistency. In this case, the number of eggs, the breadcrumbs, and really it is kind of important to have a gauge of the liquid and the vegetables, so I'm using probably about a cup of tomatoes and a half cup of onions for the people that need to measure. I don't judge you. We're going to throw in a bit of yellow mustard, just regular yellow mustard, Worcestershire sauce, whatever makes you happy, about however fucking much salt you want, black pepper, chives, freeze dried. If you have fresh, even better. Basil. Again, fresh, always better. Parsley. Rosemary. Marjoram. Now, you don't have to use fennel, but I am using fennel seed. And I actually am breaking the fennel mainly because I feel like it saturates a little better and doesn't hurt people's teeth. Sometimes you get a hard piece of fennel and that's not fun for anybody. Crushed red pepper. Again, optional, but not really optional. Use it. Alright, now we are going to mix this all up. Some people will recommend using a large fork or utensil to mix it so it doesn't get very dense. I like it somewhere in between, but I am going to use my hands for this one. So let's get it done. Once you have your meatloaf components mixed together and mixed well, you want to shape it into a loafy boy and put it in a baking pan. At this point, I would recommend preheating your oven to 375 Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is Celsius. I should probably say Celsius because, like, why is Fahrenheit even a thing? Anyhow, shape it into a loafy boy, put it in your baking pan, and preheat your oven. We will mix up our top glaze. It is time to make our tomato glaze. Start with your 12 ounces of tomato paste. Add in some sugar, or in my case, sucralose, garlic, a little bit of salt, basil, marjoram, black pepper, and that should do. Mix it with a fork. Once you have your glaze mixed up, use your Millennium Falcon silicone spatula to top your meat log. What you are going for is maximum coverage. Spread your glaze evenly across your log of meat, and then pop it into the oven. Once you have your loaf of meat glazed, you want to pop it into the oven for about 45 minutes to an hour. This is where it's really important to have a food thermometer. You want an internal temperature of 160. It's always kind of an estimation when it comes to something that has a size that is completely dependent on whatever the fuck shape you make it into. So your best friend right now is going to be a thermometer. Alright, let's pop it in the oven. Once your meatloaf is done cooking, take it out of the oven, cut that shit, throw it on a plate, and serve it to people. Try to make it look pretty. You're gonna fucking fail. It's meatloaf. It doesn't look pretty. It tastes good though. Anyway, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, send me pictures of your cat. Like, actual cat. Bye.